at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show with a good one. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Shota Imanaga, just about ready to roll. Okay, all.
Everybody know that I'm a problem. All I ever had was a dream and a dollar. I really put in work, yeah, I started from the bottom. Now I'm on the come up, and my come up looking proper. Rose roof on concrete, and let you out here fly. People claim, people lie, people change, people lame. People think that they can keep playing, keep away. Like keep the game, I'll lead the way. You wanna see the change, gotta be the change. Gotta know your work, gotta know your place. No matter what they say, gotta do your thing. Say you listen to 99. When I'm in the spot, then it's on and popping. Why would I stop at the top when I got it unlocked and the plot is the profit I profit? When I'm on like a water fight. But Bashiba Costa when I'm out of pocket. Not cocky, I'm
just about to get started. Michael Harris II digs in now.
Number 23, Michael Harris II.
And the home opener is underway. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. And that's downstairs. And that's ball one. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
And first offering is fouled off. Just underway here from Wrigley. That one fouled off. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-2. Swing from Acuna. Big drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. The Braves score first. It's 1-0. Here's Matt Olson down. Shota certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Got him. Out number 2. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Sends it to first. Out number 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Chris Sale. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Batting second, the shortstop, Hector Kidd.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And the tying run is on base.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Pitch out, but no action. The 1-0. Runner on the go. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a 1-1. That clips the corner.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swung on, belted, carrying well. And that one's gone into the bleachers. So he blasts one out the other way. and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 2-1. One down at the plate. Munetaka Murakami. Swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
1-2 now. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 1-2. Got him swinging.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 7, Tatsuma Okamoto.
That one ripped, but foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
That's a ball.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the third and final game of the series. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Second inning set to go. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Drake Baldwin. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking. 1 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Up the middle, Kim. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Batting
Here's
seventh,
Mauricio
the designated
Dubon.
hitter, Mauricio Dubon.
He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. Hit in the air, left field. Kwan moving under this one. And that is that. Bottom of the second.
Leading
now
off
it'll be the
for
Cubs
the
DH.
The
Stuart
designated
Fairchild.
hitter, Stuart Fairchild.
Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Into center. And it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
The 0-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Hammered on the line, base hit. Headed for the plate. 1 run across, coming home. And they lead by 2.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now it's going to be Sung-Mun Sung. That gets by him. Amaya around third. In comes the run from second. Throw cut off to third.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Lined into right. Oh, he can't hang on. The throw in. And he's out trying for two. But they do get a run. Ha-Seong Kim, the next Cub to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fought off foul. 4 runs already in the frame at bottom half of inning number 2. And a big swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
The 0-2. Sets him down looking. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here at Wrigley Field. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ha-Seong Kim. Out towards left center. Kwon takes it in for the out. And there's one down. Splits the plate. That's strike 1. This one in the air center field. Lee coming on. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and that is that. As we go to the last of the third. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Munetaka Murakami. And a swing and a miss there. Murakami measures 6 feet 2 inches, 215 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Up next for the Cubs, the third baseman, number 7, Katsuma Okamoto.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And the 0-1. Swings through that one. That misses the zone. And the count 1-2. Acuna gets under it. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Stuart Fairchild. Singled and scored his first time.
Fairchild.
In an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr.
You know, these Braves, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Up next for Atlanta, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. But won't make it there after the bad jump. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Reaching try, but can't bring it in. And Olson is set down. Drake Baldwin next up for the Braves.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ground ball left side. They take the force out, and that ends the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And first offering is fouled off. Tied him up inside with that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
0-1. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Kim. 1. A sensational double play. Sung-Mun Sung, the next to hit. It was a triple and an RBI in his first at bat. Acuna on the run. And that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley. Swing and a ground ball. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. You know, these Braves, just like...
There goes the runner. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
That's out to center field. Lee drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away now. So up next Eli White. He's 0 for 1.
Eli White.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Inside.
Runner on the go. On the ground. Oh, a great flip. He beats it out, and it's first and second on the infield single.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
Foul ball.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So You don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Jung-Hoo Lee. Ground ball right side and foul ball. Here's your 1. Swing and a miss as he was late. That's to third. Gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
The batter, number 6, shortstop, Hetzer Kidd.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And the 0-2. That one just misses. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8. 2 outs, base is empty. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Inside ball.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Suzuki leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play up.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Back here at the friendly confines. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they clean things up for the out. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. And that one hammered way back there. And that's a foul ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Late on that fastball. Sets him down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here comes Austin Riley. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next offering is fouled back. The Braves down by 4, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Ball, that's outside.
Outside. Ball 1. And they'll do it again. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Back here at Wrigley Field. Well, we go bottom 6. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far. They've got him back out there, at least. New pitcher for the Braves, Tyler Kinley.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
The 0-1 and a foul ball. Right through there, got him. 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Stuart Fairchild.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Craig Counsell going with a pinch hitter here, Kevin McGonigal. Looking to start something with 1 gone. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw on to Olsen. Got the out. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Kwan, 28 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left field line, getting to it, cutting it off, making a strong throw to keep that single instead of turning it into a double.
That is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and now it's the Braves DH, Mauricio Dubon. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Kwan under this one. That's out number 2. And next for Atlanta, Eli White. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors.
Ball, that pitch is out.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Fouled off left side.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Bottom of the 7th. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya.
Number 9, Miguel Amaya.
Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he's into third base with a leadoff triple.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Jungmun Shaw.
Missed inside with the curve. Runner at third, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
Here's a 1-2. Should be extra bases. Runner from third in to score. And the lead is up to 5. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a really nice balanced swing. And when you can rope one in.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Dylan Lee.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity.
That's a base hit. Song around third. In comes the run from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Hae-Sung Kim. Right side, Albies. Fires over to first. Play is made, 2 out. He's already homered in this game.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do. Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk it.
Stays alive. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Ripped on a line to center. And there's one away.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Now the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Matt Olson, 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. Late on that fastball.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Matt Olson goes deep. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Luke Little.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
That one ripped left field. Lee, long run on his horse. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now here is Drake Baldwin in there for strike one. Fastball for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea.
Got him swinging. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Here at Wrigley Field, now the Cubs' four-hole hitter, Munetaka Murakami. Liner, base hit. And a man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that, other than ripping one in. Gap or blasting one over the wall. There aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good.
And a foul ball. Caught him looking for the K.
The batter, number 7. Designated hitter.
So now the DH spot, Kevin McGonigal. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Lifted in the air down the left side. Riley sizing it up. And there are two down.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Ethan Waugh.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. The 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
Gosh, slider down and in from a same side thrower. There's really nothing you could do with that pitch. Just tip your cap.
Got him. That's out number 3. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. Inside corner at the knees. That's a strike. Good fastball. Little, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. Swings through it for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And foul ball. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Ha-Sung Kim next up for the Braves.
Ball, that's off the plate. Hey!
High fly ball down the left field line. Back there. And that is the ball game. (8-3) the final in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.